Good evening, everyone. I hope you have successfully survived your week, whether it be school, work, or otherwise. And I hope you have a good weekend planned. Today we're going to be clearing the rest of the tunnel and blueprints if possible. If not, we're at least going to play through a bunch more days. I don't think I'm going to be so aggressive as to end the day if the laboratory experiment does not give us something meaningful, but I'll think about it for sure. It'll all depend on my mood. But yeah, blueprints instead of Tears of the Kingdom. I just figure if we're at the point where we are collectathon-ing Tears of the Kingdom, it makes less sense to try to do a 2-hour stream of Tears of the Kingdom than it does to just keep playing blueprints and try to free up a slot for another game. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Let me finish getting my notes ready. I don't know if we're gonna need them. I don't know if we'll actually make it to the frickin' tunnel room or not, but we're gonna do our darndest. We have roughly 15 boxes left. Great. Quick count from my memory says it's 13 total, because it was 3, then 4, 4, and then there were 2 errant boxes. So yeah. See what we can do. We're just gonna go out. If it's the shelter, that's great. If not, then so it goes. If you have any fun plans this weekend, feel free to let me know, either now or retroactively, because if you have fun plans for whatever weekend coming up, I'm happy to hear about. Let me know in the comments, as they say. Okay. So we have given 1, 2, and 3. We have not given a 4, but yeah, let's give 4. Let's see what 4 gives us. High roller, okay. That's good to know. Again, we don't really need money, but at some point we're going to want to buy blue tents, and the high roller could be the path to doing that. Conference room. No key card, because why would there be a key card? Why would there ever be a key card for us in a convenient spot? It's always just getting to the breaker box. Come on. Sure. I mean, I'll be honest, if I have the opportunity to just put a bunch of dead ends on the side in a convenient spiraling kind of way, I'm gonna take it. I was hoping for a boudoir, but also it would have been cool if it would have been like a dining room or something. A good number of gems. So I mean, honestly, let's just, if we can get the throne room early, get it out of the way, that'd be pretty convenient. Yeah, see, these were the rooms that we would have liked to see. Again, I'll put a dead end here. Don't make me. Don't tempt me. Again, we could just put a dead end here. That really puts us in danger. I think we're going to take the keys, though. Den, why did you turn that way? Take the kettle. Hard to go wrong. No dig spot there, huh? Crazy. Cool. Perfect. Cool. Let's see if we can get the coat check, and let's see if we can get to room 46. I mean, talk about calling your shots, man. Ooh, but like... Ooh. I guess nothing we can pick here except a reroll is going to open that spot, so we are just going to take the coat check. I'm not going to grab the key until we have the crown, or it's clear that the day is over. I will grab it. It's clear that the day is over. Okay, good. Thank you for the shovel. Nice. We need gems, though. We obviously can't get gems from digging unless we have the power shovel. Kinda blows to use the den's 3 doorways here, but we really need to have at least 1 gem. And we'll take the study because it can give us a couple of gems, and it's a dead end. It didn't give us a couple of gems, but it can give us a couple of gems. Gonna need more steps soon, though. We can get the greenhouse, that'd be pretty neat. Aquarium. I think we want to save the aquarium. I think we will go for the corridor. Parlor. Give us more gems. Assuming we get the puzzle right. All statements that contain the word gems are false. This box contains gems. This box is not empty. So, if this is true, then it's false. So this has to be false. And then that means these both have to be true, because you can't have them all be false, and the only way it would work is if they're all false, right? No, wait, this box is not empty. This box contains gems. Because I don't think you can layer, have the statement be true, and then falsify it. I think it has to just be false. I genuinely am not sure. All statements that contain the word gems are false. I mean, to some degree, if it's false, then that means they're all true. If you would choose to invert the truth that way. And then that's also still paradoxical. But if we're going with it being false, then I think it's safer to assume that this is true and this is false. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go here. Yeah, I don't know if that was reasoned out properly, but I kind of want to just take the passageway, because again, not trapping ourselves is a pretty big deal. And plus, getting access to the foundation is pretty good. Because theoretically, we could just stick a bunch of... Ooh, we do want the archives eventually. We could try to stick a bunch of dead-end rooms. Here. I think we'll take the commissary and hope that they're selling gems. Yeah. Buy a sledgehammer, buy some running shoes. We'll buy a set of gems, but we won't buy the individual gems, just in case we get, like, the ballroom or something, and we don't want to lose things. The observatory is good. Let's get those rerolls available. 83, we're... all our work racking up the other stars is pretty paying off here. Because now we have a bunch of reasons to go back to the entrance hall at some point. We'll need steps, obviously. We'll need more steps, but it's something that we can think about. Dining room, again, I wish you were turned a different way. Secret passage to a green room could be pretty good. Don't hate that. Because we could get the greenhouse, which then goes down to that last spot. Or we could get patio, spreads gems, which is another reason to go back down. I think that's okay. And an apple, which is extra delicious today, which is great. And 10. So now we really need to prioritize getting away into room 46. All of these are good. Security lets us start an experiment, and that could be really good. Also, we've turned off the power systems, so even if we get the key, we're trapped. That said, I think I'm going to not take security. I'm going to trust my gut, and I'm going to take the greenhouse. Because the watering can gives us access to more gems. And it gives us access to a room 46 lever. And now obviously just gave us 12 additional steps, which is huge. Okay, let's keep going over from the foundation here. Ooh, aquarium. I like to save the aquarium until we get the cloister, because once we get the cloister, we're then more set, or we can try to get lucky off of it. So I think I'm going to do the pool hall here, which is a little risky, but it also might give us a key of some kind that we might need. Okay, so 2, and then it's times all of these. So 2 times 1 is 2, times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. 6 plus 2 is 8. Minus 3, minus 4, minus 1 is 0. I think that's minus, right? And then times 4 times 10 is still 0, and then 1. Nice. Classy. 1 times 4 squared. Sure. Sure. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. And see, that's why we kept. That's why we held off. Well, I'm going to dig up one of these. Just to unlock the doors, because we don't have the secret garden key. We just want to make sure that things are open. I'm going to redraw and see if we can get a better green room here. Aquarium is probably good for this spot. Spare veranda, perfect. We already put the courtyard down, so I don't know. The solarium is the only other plain green room that we can get indoors. So we'll redraw once for it, and we get it. So, geez, we are truly lucky. Dang. I saw the coin purse right when I clicked to dig. Okay, I'm gonna go over first, over to here, because the aquarium is often lucky on this spot. I was hoping it would be luckier than that, but aquarium's a good place to find items once you've gotten at least one veranda. I think we'll do a second veranda for sure. I don't plan to come back here, so that's why I'm digging up these. Because again, we do still need to keep up on the steps. We didn't get a dining room yet, so... We can't do anything with the closed exhibit, unless maybe, well, theoretically, perhaps, if we got the garage right above it. But we'd also need to go through it. Then we'll place it anyway. I don't think we can do anything with it with this orientation, but we don't need to go up through here. So it's fine. Yeah, I don't need to go in there. Getting it out of the way is not bad, though. So let's go over the passageway and go up from the passageway now. Yeah. Losing half our steps is not great right now. We could do the dark room and then take a trip back. Conference hall, conference room, entrance hall, utility closet. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Step in just to make sure it triggers. I don't know. Ooh, that's bad. That's very bad. If in the trunks in the entrance hall there is a security key card, we can always turn the power back on. I don't think there was a trunk in here. I don't think it's worth a step to check, but dang. A disappointing spread of gems, but we did have just a few. Rooms, green rooms when we spread, so to be expected. Okay, so that means we have to go back. We have to go up the spare veranda and hope our luck holds. So that's the last room that we've got without having drafted security, so hey. Again, I'm gonna keep those dig spots just in case. Yeah. Oh, it'll be so sickening if it's... Okay. Whew. Metal detector's fine. A little late for it, but... Dining room could be big. Rotunda gives us full access, and we have the gems for it. I think we're gonna go Rotunda, because then also being able to rotate rooms is huge. It's just freaking slow. So we are gonna draft this room first. I think we're gonna redraw these. But the trophy room is kind of tempting. I think... Ooh, it's tough. I guess technically going straight across is going to be a better orientation for this. Or we just go for the laboratory. I'm pretty sure the greenhouse lever is the bottom one. I mean, we don't have any items that we're like desperate to hold on to. So we could do the lost and found. Okay, I think I am committed to this. Trying to, I can't see. It would be nice to know if that was a security door before we go in unnecessarily. We already have the running shoes, which is one of the only items you can get in the gymnasium. So I kind of want to draft these corners first, but whatever. Well, we ball, as they say. We can't rotate from here, so we just have to redraw these. Jeez. What is your problem? Locked. I don't have... Vestibule's safer. Great Hall also has a lever. So I think we are going to go here. We have 7 keys. We don't need all of them. And here are 3 more keys. Are you kidding me? Okay, well. So we have the metal detector going off on this side of the room. Which, again, likely means that one of these 2 rooms has stuff in it. Go here. Yeah. Does not have the lever, though. But we can spend half of our keys opening these doors, I think, and that's okay. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Bedroom's probably okay. We want, because we just opened that side, so we definitely want to get up to that side for sure. Twist my arm. A compass. That's rough. We're hoping for something that does both sides. Dining room does both sides. Okay. So that's something accomplished for sure. If nothing else, we can go test to see if we can reclaim our throne. We were way early from the sacred hour, which is something at least. Okay. I think we're just gonna eat. We'll at least take the lunchbox. We might draft the trophy room. And if we draft the trophy room going down this way, then it could be productive still. Conservatory is basically perfect for our needs here. Unlock the door. There's the key card. Doesn't really matter right now. Okay, laboratory is already rare. Mechanarium's unusual. I don't really want to make it more frequent, and storeroom is commonplace, and that's probably fine. The two keys are crucial for the storeroom, so I think having a commonplace is good. Yeah. Trophy rooms and blue rooms. The secret passage can't get us there. I don't think there are any green rooms we really want to see. We could try to get the master bedroom. And that could be... I think we're just going to do the rumpus room. Doesn't help us any, ostensibly, because, you know, we can't talk to Elzar anymore, but... Yeah. Okay, well, we'll eat this now. Odds are we're not coming back up this way again. Yeah, basically no reason to do so. A few more steps. Yeah, and then we'll draft these rooms. Again, taking the weight of the burden of time spent front-loading it. There's a chance we get the secret garden key, so gonna... Hey, look, it's security. Why is the special cost for the drawing room bypassed here? Look at all the things we missed. It's fine. there likely are not going to be many things that we could do at this point, but we will at least see. We can spend a bunch of gems if nothing else. We could always just immediately remove a crate from the tunnel. Yeah, sure. That is, at the very least, one thing. We could have done bedroom after the second, we might have gotten two, but I don't think it's worth the risk. Yeah, I mean, worth checking to see if we can actually do that. And it will be really funny if we do get a second bedroom from that side, just to prove ourselves wrong. And yes, clearly we could re-roll for another bedroom, but... I mean, not much of a downside to just doing that. Maybe we could have re-rolled for the freezer, and that might have been a better choice, but... Whoop. Let's go see. Why was our metal... Why? Is there something in the closed exhibit? We have the steps for sure. I see, I see. Oh, shoot, yeah. We have steps to waste, so we can, again, go see. If we've already been to the antechamber today, will it add a token? Wow! And then that puts us at a flat 100 allowance now. I guess with the foundation where it is, there is technically a world where it's faster to go down out the basement than it is to go through the house. In this case, I don't think it is, but just something to think about for future days. Excuse me, one key to Iries, please. The original insignia of the Iries family crest. The Aries, I guess, is more accurate than Iries, but I'm probably going to keep saying Iries. So the teeth of the key look pretty distinctive. It looks like an E and an A. just gonna do my due diligence of clicking wildly in these places, even if the suits of armor freak me out. Don't think I can light this candelabra. It doesn't have the little red indicators that that's something I can do. We could try. We have the steps for sure that we could go out to where we got the key and see if we can use it out there. With the blueprints crown. My instinct says no. But as long as we are not stupid, it's possible that the key resets every day and it is not necessary to yeah, these torches look, or these candles look like they theoretically could be lightable, but they don't have the red indicator that makes me think that they can be lit. So okay, let's go out and look. Waste a little bit of time, but that's fine. Time IRL rather than time in game. I mean, we might have to do it on the sacred hour because it's so important. The old man. Yeah. Aside from the paper crown, I'm not sure what other item would be necessary to reclaim our crown. A scepter, perhaps? Did they just not add a top to this little shoulder rest thing? Or is it intentional? You can like kind of look into it. It's kind of clipped. So I'd wager it's a matter of not adding it, but so evidently the candles can be lit. So I mean, maybe we do need to light the candles in here. That'd be annoying, especially because we have the magnifying glass. We don't have the battery pack. Unless it's the magnifying glass and the metal detector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 51 steps. I mean, sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus the bedroom's free, so. And we have the shoes that are actually kicking in, no pun intended. Oh, okay. It's been a while since I made this item, and so I thought it was the frickin' battery pack again. I'm happy that you can't just willy-nilly interact with everything. But I do kind of wish there were more things to interact with. Okay, so it looks like you can't, in fact, light these candles. Nor can you light the candelabras. Real quick. Looking at Great Alzara fortunes, I see an old man and an old man sitting in an even older chair. I see this serve many generations, each with their own stories, each with their own secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard. Okay. Search and push. Black mirror among the memories of the fallen sands, and within the black mirror I see a figure standing in sullen snow. Simon walking the snow towards the cursed chest. All what I've told you, young baron, I wish you to now know. Till we meet again some distant day, I will have nothing more to say. Again, there is no crouch button in this game, so I can't like crouch onto the chair. There doesn't seem to be anything to interact with behind it. Okay. So I think we just call it and say that we need something more than the crown and the key. Reclaim the crown, huh? My dad floated the idea, and I floated the idea as well, of needing all of the gems from each of the red letter rooms every single day. But the question is, why would you replace the jet crowns with the gems in the crown of the blueprints? The crown on the thing looks more like the paper crown from the closed exhibit. And so my gut tells me that it is more likely that we need that. But since we don't have access to that side today, yeah. So it wasn't just the crown of the blueprints. So next time, let's see if we can get the paper crown and throne room and coat check. Now let's go call it a day in the observatory. I do low-key wonder what happens if you check the crown of the blueprints, but it looks like it doesn't let you. Which makes sense, given, you know, Oh, it's sheer significance. Just gonna pet the dog one more time. Okay. Hopefully we actually get to, you know, do an experiment today. Archaeological Castle of Prayers. Cloister, shrine, chapel made it of prayers. Interesting. A very fancy building drafted to the rafters. And here is our 100 allowance. What do we got today? Brass compass, gems, keys. I don't know. I didn't want to grab that. I get screwed over by that so often, especially by the 3 directional rooms. There is a filing cabinet key in the tunnel down underneath, but I don't want to use steps to go get that until we know whether we're going to get the archive. None of you are any good. Do the tomb, I guess. So we're down to about 12. I guess it does also depend on what sequence the rooms or the crates are removed from the tunnel. Because as long as even one of them is gone on the bottom row, we should be able to walk past. So technically, I guess we only need 10 more at this point. So let's... I'm not just going to end the day. I am going to be a little more cavalier. But... Nah, let's... Well, yeah. Again, we don't need to get to room 46. We could just, you know, madcap draft. Okay. Final answer. Let's dig up some trash. And we can access the security terminal if needed. So now we want the commissary or the courtyard, both consistently good ways to get trash to dig up. Sure. As literally just stated, we can access security, so we might as well. Because I don't think we're going to access either of the other two. Let's get. Okay, I guess with the tomb, having the conference room, the conference hall this early is not bad. Let's go overdraft this side first. I mean, showroom early tends to make things very easy depending on what you get. And I think Moon Pendant and Master Key make things very easy. We'll start with the nursery, just in case. We've already turned the lights off, so we don't have to worry about losing steps in here. Yeah, it does seem to be a red door on that side and that side on white door here, for whatever reason. I don't really need security at this point. Drawing room. Ah, I don't have gems. I don't have gems. We have to go nuts. We could just, again, we could throw in the towel today. At any time, we can throw in the towel. We don't need more allowance explicitly. I don't see a way of... eventually, maybe, I'll be able to complete the drafting sweepstakes, and that would... give me the coins necessary to words are hard. Give me the coins necessary to buy blue tents. Jeez, they just no mercy today. We should check out Swimbird again, just in case. I don't think we had a magnifying glass when we went there last. We have the master key, so Great Hall's fine. Nice. Yes, obviously, we want to have the little animation every time, and we want to select which key we use, because you could get the secret garden key, or you could get friggin' prism key that you want to use. Yes, it's good, but I kind of wish it was like a toggle that you could turn on or off from the inventory. Okay, so that gives us lots of space. I think I'm gonna go over first. Over this way, across. I don't like using the gem, but security is good in terms of doors. Let's take a quick peep at what we've got in the house. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to place either of those rooms right now. I don't think we're gonna have enough. I don't know why words are so hard right now. I don't think we're gonna have enough gems to get the throne room today. Barring some... Okay, so the archives, that's low-key what I was hoping for, was getting the archives so we can go pick up that key. Almost literally no other room we draft matters, so... Let it be the furnace. Let us all burn. Courtyard might have the shovel that we want. Since it wasn't in the commissary, I think we're going to take this. It's, again, huge gamble, but huge gamble that did not pay off. Probably not going to be a good room, but yeah, that's fine. Gallery gives us some gems, so might as well. Also gives us the room 8 key, should we desire to use it. Don't need the kitchen. Pool hall. Yeah, no. Fine. Again, gems are acceptable. Definitely don't need to eat yet. Nice. Not my favorite place to put the hallway, but we've opened the right door, not the left one. That's probably fine. I kinda wish I'd gone up from the Great Hall instead of going right or going out from here. We draw once. I can stick the observatory going out here, and that's probably fine. I am curious what happens when we get to 100 stars. Definitely don't want Draxus. We'll take the slice. And that's why we keep the Starfish Aquarium till end of the game. Still no shovel. It's probably sitting in some room of the house that I just have not looked at. Dining room is already commonplace. Rumbles room is already rare. Great Hall is already unusual. I think that's all fine. Cool. No, 2 statement box. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. The gems are in the blue box. Note that says statement, not box, is false. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the table behind you. Well, that's false. However, I think the statement has to be false because every box makes a statement about the location of the gems, and there has to be a true box in its entirety. A box where every statement, or one box which displays only true statements. So that has to be false. That could be true, that could be false. This is false. And then this has to be true, so they're in this box, which makes this false. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So I think before we draft this further, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get that key and open the archive. Well, I mean, there's no reason not to, right? I mean, part of me just doesn't want to have to write things down today. I was hoping not to need to take notes, but I have my notes page up, so. Meander through the house. I've been playing more Hades 2 as of yesterday and today, and let me tell you, still a banger of a game. I've beaten the boss once, and 3 more times after that, but the first time was the most exciting. And it's a good game. It's really fun. Looking forward to, because there were many things that they were holding until 1.0. And the things that they've shown so far of the 4 clears that I've gotten, without having even touched the surface route, there's a lot left, a lot that was not available in early access, and so I'm very eager to reach a conclusion in the story. So we cleared a crate from the tunnel, but I'm pretty sure none of the crates all of these crates were visible before. I'm pretty sure there might have been one more over here. I don't think so, though. Here's this. But yeah, if we remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then any of these lets us sneak past. So it's 10 more crates that we need to remove. Fingers crossed it's not a lot of reading. It probably is, let's be real. We're gonna have a friggin' what's the word? File cabinet key out in the tunnel under the house. The contents hopefully are going to be juicy. I guess we buy things here. We really got up to 83 coins today. That is crazy. So I guess the blessing of the gambler is a consistent way that we could make a lot of money if we just re-roll things. And I think we have the coin purse. No, we don't have, yeah, we do have the coin purse. Coin purse plus blessing of the gambler probably is how we made that much money. We can check to see if there is a shovel somewhere. No. Okay. It's not either of those. Doesn't seem to be any of these. Ooh, it would be really spicy if it just wasn't a cabinet in here. It was a file cabinet? Yeah, it is a file cabinet key. Security also has file cabinets. It doesn't seem to be any of those. Opens up a drawer somewhere on the estate. That's very interesting. Just making sure. So maybe we'll pick it up and carry it with us while we explore other things in the future. Because I don't know offhand which rooms have file cabinets. I feel like it wouldn't be one of the ones that we ostensibly couldn't reach. Unless there's some secret way to clamber up the shelves, that'd be cool. Okay, but spicy, good to know that it's not just in here and that it's not in security. I don't think there's one in either the master bedroom or her ladyship's chambers. Could be, though. And it's distinctly not a vault key. I don't think you can open the trophy cabinets. Nor are there filing cabinets in here. The study might. It doesn't look, from the little draft we have here, it doesn't look like it. The study might. I wanna go through. Don't want to just end the day here, if possible. So patio gets us over, and that's probably okay. That's probably the throne room for 5 gems, and that would get us diagonal. So we could go get the crown if we want. Okay, that was a lucky gamble. No, it wasn't. Turned the wrong way. That's fine. Okay. $20 times 10 is 200. Minus 18 rounded to the nearest 100 is 200. And then divided by 20 is 10. 6 rounded up is 10. Plus 6 rounded up is 20. Plus 3 rounded down is 20. That's not it. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, would that matter? Plus 1. Would that wouldn't change it? No. Oh, because we're only round. What? 6. Does it just round to 6? Is that? I mean, there's no 0 on the dartboard, so it can't just round down. But it could be 10. A third of 18 is 6 last time I checked. If you round that to one place, that's still 6. A third of 6 is 2. If you round that to one place, it's still 8. A third of 3 is 1, so is it 9? You bastards. 4 minus 2 squared squared would be 16? No. Ugh. The only reason to answer or to solve that one is just to keep the record going of never having missed a pool quiz. I also still am desperate to know whether we can get over to that statue, whether we need to get over to that statue, who that statue depicts, because all of the angels are depicted in statue elsewhere. Just gonna quickly click along here. It wouldn't make sense for it to be especially such a low or such a massive elevation difference there if that is in fact higher terrain. The patio is inset into the ground anyway. Okay, let's take a quick gander through some of the rooms just to see if there are filing cabinets. Now, we don't have any specific rooms we want to end up in, so we'll just call it whenever we're done. So we already checked the dormitory. And we did draft a drafting room, so we can get a few extra steps for free. Ooh. No, there aren't filing cabinets in here. Just, you know, chow down. Again, not a single shovel. Very disappointing. All the key says is that it opens up a drawer somewhere on the estate. It doesn't specify what kind of drawer. Likely the name of the key, the file cabinet key, implies that it would be a filing cabinet. But I mean, with this game, sometimes it's hard to tell. I didn't think there were filing cabinets there, but again, just checking to be sure. And I'm fairly confident none of these have filing cabinets either, but again, it hasn't occurred to me to check before. I mean, we're here, we can check to see if there's a filing cabinet in here. Doesn't look like it. Yep. We might keep, we have the moon pendant, so we might keep the crown, and that would be kind of nice. I mean, it might... I think there are filing cabinets in the basement. We can go to the basement from outside. We can check the rest of the rooms in the house first. And I think there are filing cabinets in the sanctum, or in the areas approaching the sanctum. So it'll be worth checking those out too, with our abundance of steps, I mean. So they're not... It's possible that there just haven't been any conference meetings that have taken place, but they're not in the office safe. So I wonder where they are, if indeed there are conference notes somewhere. Cool. Can't imagine why you would put a filing cabinet in the nursery of all places, but you never know. I took a picture of this Rubik's Cube like the first time I drafted this room, and I look at it every time I go through my notes, and I'm like, there's no way it's ever going to be relevant. We know that at this point, but you know. I mean, heck, we have the tomb as well, so we can explore everywhere that might have a filing cabinet just on the estate. Yeah, lots of filing cabinets down here. I'm assuming that the cursor will change when I find the one that will, because like every key changes the cursor. That's why I'm clicking haphazardly on all of them, but I could be wrong not to be clicking. I don't think there are filing cabinets down here. We can spare the step to look. Ah, okay. To the Baroness of Mount Holly for her own hand. Oh. Let me open the right page. To add some... This performance log is 608. So scroll up a bit. There we go. And I don't think I have this picture. We'll take one real quick. Okay. To the Baroness of Mount Holly for her own hand. I'm glad I have a magnifying glass today, you know? Numeric cores. By the Third Era, numeric cores had fallen completely out of favor and were no longer being included in proofs by serious arithmeticians. This concept, once considered sacred, was now regarded as an over-engineered concept that only served to slow further advancements in the field, as Philip Wilkins once famously put it. Steps to finding a numeric core. Take any number with 4 or more digits. Without changing the sequence, split that number into 4 smaller numbers. Next, assign each a different color, resulting in the valid mathematical equation that produces the smallest whole number possible. First number should always be assigned teal to begin with, a positive number. If the result is a number with more than 3 digits, repeat the above process. The final number you obtain that is less than 4 digits is considered the numeric core of the larger number. The numbers that built the something, page 36. Numeric coring examples. The numbers that built the world of yesterday. Okay. So, having looked at various things, getting spoiled for various things, I know that there is a family core and that it relates to the number in the wine house, the wine cellar. Let me... the wine cellar number okay. Again, things that I have looked up, things that I've talked to my dad about. The Blue Tent's memo in the wine cellar says that each number, each number should be considered individually, not collectively. Does that, where is this? Here we go. So the number that we have, MCCXII, it's unclear whether that should be 1,000, 100, 100, 10, 2, or whether it should be, as we had up here, 1, 2, 1, 3. I doubt it's supposed to be that. That would be a little, but if we are trying to get a 4-digit, 4 digits out of it, because is this, Roman numerals are weird, right? Is MCC 200 or is CC 200 or is it 200s? Is this 12 or is this 10 and 2 or is it 10 1 1, right? I bet I would be comfortable working with the assumption that it is 1,210 and 2. And so then if it's 1,000, go down 1,000 divided by 200, that's 5. But then we still need to multiply, and that's pretty high. 1,200 times 10 minus 2 would equal 48. Any number with 4 or more digits. So it cares about the digits, not the values. But again, are we writing it as a sequence of individual values? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. Something to think about. We're still focused on crates rather than trying to figure that out. Also, the 3 gems that appear in the Mount Holly wine cellar might give an indication as to which colors should be assigned, and that could give us a clue as to what numbers are actually deduced from it. So we'll have to draft the wine cellar when we get the chance. We'll probably take the solarium because I'm pretty sure I made it a very rare room. but glad that we were able to track the filing cabinet key down. And starting with the master key is a really good place to be. Shelter. Fingers crossed. If we can get another day with the every time you draft an upgraded floor plan experiment, we're golden. It's literally the easiest thing to do. I'm certain there's at least like 2 or 3 upgrade discs we haven't found, and or we found and then just forgot to use at one point. Dang. The 40 seconds is pretty rough, because we'd have to get out of the, so we're going to do the drawing room. And we're going to do our best to re-roll as much as we can. We do still have the blessing of a high roller, so that means we're going to be trying to draft shop rooms to get more re-rolls too. I'm not going to waste a bunch of stars on re-rolling though, because I want to see what happens when you get to 100 stars in the sky. But up to that point, we'll see if we can get the study. The conference room. It's 3rd time out of 3 days today that the conference room has showed up in this spot. It doesn't feel like a time to break a good thing, so we'll keep it. But let's do the boudoir. We don't need the laboratory since we already started the experiment. Get ourselves some dice. Observatory is very tempting. I think we're going to do the dining room first. We don't need keys today, except to open trunks, and so we'll take the nook over the panel today. I was afraid that that would happen, but I think we're gonna do the observatory anyway, just so we can reroll if needed. And I kind of wish I had taken the study there, if I'm being honest. All of you are bad, but solarium. We can see if we can get the wine cellar. Cute. No drawing room yet. I kind of don't want to take the library, just because I'd rather have the magnifying glass for sure before going and reading Swimbird again. Rough. Apples are more delicious today, aren't they? Mechanarium would be very bad. Everything would be bad except the den, so we'll do the den. We could make blue rooms more common today. That would be a gamble. We could do it, because there are a lot of blue dead ends and not too many blue rooms that split off into other directions. And so I'm hesitant to do that until we've gotten more of the way through the house. There you are, shovel. Jeez. Sheltered. Okay, that's fine. We might accidentally draft the furnace, because that's always what happens when I draft this room dark, but I guess we're sheltered, so never mind. Whining about nothing. Security's fine. Make sure that we can shut off the security doors first. Just checking the inventory. The coupon book does not matter when you have 101 coins for an allowance. I like the items that we have, and so I don't really want to draft the lost and found. You just put the code check. I think I made the closed exhibit rare too, and so today would be a good day to try to do closed exhibit shenanigans. Honestly, if we get the closed exhibit and it turns the right way here, that'd be perfect. Aquarium seems pretty good, but it's a little early to place it. I think we're just gonna leave that off. We'll do the corridor instead. I don't want to waste my gems on that, so we'll just dead end here. We have the chapel, and if the chapel's cooked, then the chapel's cooked, and that sucks, but we have 2 rerolls, so we should be good. I don't like diluting our draft pool when we already have not seen the drafting studio. So I think I'm gonna spend a redraw. I don't love the boiler room, but I think it's the call here. This is pretty good, because we can go over and eat the food in the dining room, and then we don't have to worry about gaining too many steps. So let's not go in yet. Oh, we have to go in to lose the steps. That's very interesting. Okay, let's lose the steps. We were sheltered. I am just an idiot. Okay, that's fine. Waste 2 steps, it's fine. I've been avoiding drafting the shelter for so long, just because I haven't, since opening the time vault and not needing to unlock doors with the radiation, I haven't bothered with the shelter very much, and so I'm so not used to being sheltered. Also, the punishments of red rooms matter significantly less. I'm also an idiot because I'm forgetting everything about this game, so don't mind me just crashing out. At least we have the bedroom to lessen the load of our sins. Okay. Over and up. I think getting some of these dead-end rooms out of the way is probably good. The bunk room sometimes has 2 bananas. Kind of disappointing. It doesn't seem to be any dig spots. Oh, no. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. That's not the right thing to click. Just go up the kennel. Pet the dog, feel better. Pretty bad. Drafting studio is not the drafting room. Neither of these are great, I don't think. So I think I am going to redraw star here. These are also just bad. Goodness gracious. Do we just call it a day and draft the wine cellar? I don't think so. We just take the archives, take more doors. It would have been nice to be sheltered from the archives, but it's okay. I think this is probably the best place to stick the passageway. Commissary, we could theoretically buy gems. The kitchen is what I really want. So we could draft this. Let's just go with the commissary. Gives us another reroll. And no gems. Okay. Sleeping mask is going to be big, though. Running shoes might help. Take the workshop, might as well. Eastwing Hall, please, one time. Parlor, that's okay. Gives us some more gems. Okay. The box next to this box contains the gems. The box next to this box is false. A box next to this box is true. I think this is likely to be false. This is likely to be true. And this is likely to be true. That's probably the easiest solution. So let's go for it. Okay, cool. We didn't desperately need the gems, but it's nice to have the extra gems for sure. And we can get the kitchen. That will help a lot. Chef's salad, huh? We only have 2 green rooms for now. We have that club sandwich. We'll hold off on the banana for now. Because we're gonna have to, well, okay, we can go through the foundation. We might not have to come out this way. We do have a foyer, so foyer, whatever. Great Hall is fine, even in this orientation. Nice. The lights are off in the gymnasium, but that cuts off those 2 other rooms. And it is still staggering that we have not seen the drafting studio a single time. I was kind of hoping that that would be the throne room, but it's hard to tell. Always hard to tell. Okay. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's go back through the kitchen and just buy those bananas then. We're gonna hold off on the chef salad. We can get at least one more green room with the conservatory with pretty good odds. I think we are going to choose blue rooms now, just because we only have a few drafts left and we want to get at least one trigger of crates. There we go. Take this. It's probably going to be a dead end or something. Turned the wrong way. And it's the library, which is absolutely tragic. Another magnifying glass, though. So it occurred to me that we don't know who Mrs. Peterson is. I don't know that she's been mentioned specifically in any other notes. So I am curious who she is and why she wrote in 2 different colors of pen. There was a note that Marion drew all of the illustrations herself, and with the original copy of A New Clue, I said A New Clue, the original draft of the Red Prince, she had the note, if you look closely, you may see it too. And so the only other blue thing that we have is this book. And so I'm just curious if there is something hidden in the pages here. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea, that is what they say when looking at me. You are not a seabird, you are not a swim bird. If you are a friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to your friends, for they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. I dare not, and I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. We learned in the manuscript for A New Clue that there were little numbers written. Little tiny, very hard to read numbers. So I was doing a quick scan for those. Though I don't know what sentences you could form without a full 4-line paragraph of complicated words. So I don't think it's likely, but worth checking to say the least. And there's part of me that also, I don't know that it's going to matter. But checking the little picture of the swim bird in the storeroom might also have something there. So dare is bolded. Which is interesting. Slightly larger font. Dare and dare, not bolded, but larger. Also larger. So, okay, anyway. Rotunda's probably just the best. We don't need to get to room 46. Then we just do that. And that's really good. That'll let us spend a bunch of gems redrawing for the drawing room. Definitely don't want to use the room 8 key. I think we just redraw. I don't know if that's worth 2 gems. We'll take the pool because it'll have trunks. And we don't need to see it to know that it's the drawing room. Good. We don't have enough steps, I think, to go all the way over. 5, nor do we have a room there, so no worries on that. Okay. Jeez. Nothing, huh? Well, that blows. I will redraw with it 1. Yeah, we'll do the mailroom. So 3 triggers, not great. Not great at all. I want to go down and look. I want to look at what crates were removed. Because we're getting to the point that we would be able to see past the wall, regardless of assuming that it's not removing crates that are not visible to us. Which again is partially my suspicion that it might be removing crates that we can't see. So I want to go see if that's the case. And then again, it doesn't rightly matter what room we end in. So we can just call it from there and squeeze at least 1 more day in, I think. I would so love to get all the crates out of the tunnel today and not have to worry about it for another stream. Okay, those top 2. And that front one. Okay, so we are making progress. Can't see anything past there, not really. But it did trigger a step there. Okay. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crates. A minimum of 7 crates, and we should be able to get past. So that means tomorrow we're also going to need to be on the lookout for the power hammer if we can assemble it. Because that's one of the other things I looked up because it took me a while to make the power hammer. When I finally got it, I looked up to see where I needed to use it in case I had missed anything, and I saw that behind this tunnel there is a power hammer wall. So fingers crossed. We've been able to essentially manifest it every time we wanted it casually. So we just need to be a little bit lucky. I don't think it's likely to happen, but we'll see. I mean, always take a lockpick set. Do we want to try to get the boudoir first to then re-roll for the shelter? No, I don't think so. I'm always tempted, but instincts today say no. Okay, I think we'll take tool shed, because that's most likely to get us the tools that we'll need. Take it over the tomb. not the conference room. Probably don't want to get the kitchen. Probably don't need it right now. Either of these are probably okay. We want to try to avoid drafting upgraded floor plans because those are very good for removing crates. Let's do the observatory so we can get those rerolls if we need. And a pair of chests in the entry hall is pretty good early on when you have a sledgehammer. Yeah, we'll take that for sure. Just hoping for the key card. Always hoping for the key card. Let's go up first. Commissary isn't likely to have anything that we need. But. Okay. We'll do the courtyard because we have the shovel. And because we want the additional doors. Office. I guess I've never checked if it's case sensitive or not. Fingers crossed. Okay. Do we think we will find more apples for the drawing room? Again, the greatest frequency with which I found apples is only capped at like 5 or 6 apples a day. There can be there's always one in the classrooms. We don't have the schoolhouse. So it's just one. There's sometimes one in the pantry, but it can be either an apple or a banana. Secret Garden usually spreads like 5 oranges and 3 apples. That's only 5. And then sometimes you can find an apple in various rooms, like the library or... I think we're going to go for the same one. Maybe? Ooh, we had such bad luck yesterday. Okay, I think we'll just go for it. Fingers crossed. See what we can do. Hey, hashtag blessed. We don't have the master key today. It's pretty bad. We'll do the boudoir. I really don't want to leave this at the risk of being dead-ended, so I think we'll do the boudoir, but then we'll go draft that room. Or, I mean, there are a couple of good doors we could put here. Thinking is hard. Sure. I don't like the compass. It screws up more than it helps. At least at this point, where our goal is not to get to room 46 every day. And that's trash. If we had taken the compass, they would likely be oriented upward. Kennel at least goes over. And again, we don't have the master key today. So, good to have in conjunction with the shovel. Tough call. I think we take security, because we are at the point where if we get a security door, we're cooked. Car keys and compass, neither of which we care about. Really hates us today. I'm very blind. See, I always forget that it triggers off of the frickin' lunchbox. I shouldn't play games when I'm tired, man. This is pretty good, though, giving us a lot of rooms to draft off of. The car keys are on the estate somewhere. They're likely either in the office or... well, they're probably just in the office. We don't need the keys desperately, though. I think I'm just gonna stick the dovecote down, because it gives dig spots and usually a gem in one of the little coats. There's usually a gem in one of the coats, but maybe we're just not lucky today. I don't know if we want to be more likely to draft more green rooms, but there are some very good green rooms we could draft. We'll just do the storeroom. It's possible there is no significance to this sign being this drawing being here. It's possible that there's just no significance to it. The thought doesn't please me, to say the least. Ballroom would be pretty bad. Darkroom could also be pretty bad. We could also draft the ballroom and just not go through it yet. I think we're just going to pick the dark room, but not draft out of here yet. We will trigger it. The dark room often has one of the components for the power shovel, or the power hammer. Oh, you son of a gun. We need to find items lying around our house, though. Laying around our house. Okay. Almost room it is. Sometimes the key card spawns in this room, but it never seems to happen unless I've already drafted both security and the utility box. Sure. because that puts us even with I don't know what I was going to say starting that way. That means that we can draft safely out of the dark room while also eschewing the need for keys. So it's probably fine, and we have the chance of getting completely cooked here. Oh, it's still detecting the lunchbox. I'm gonna grab the lunchbox just because we're not close to 8 yet, and we're running out of steps. I'm gonna go over first. I don't want the garage, so I think we'll take the kitchen here. Tomato soup. We have 2 red rooms, and we can up that number. We're not going to buy the bananas yet, but we'll have the club sandwich for sure. Just a gem. No battery pack. No broken lever handle. They really just want to end my run today. Bastards. Let's use the silver key once we go up. If it lets us go up. We're not just ending our run like this. Again, I don't plan to callously reroll, but we're definitely going to reroll some. Pool's pretty good. Again, it dilutes our draft pool, but that, whatever. There you are. We want the workshop at some point, so might as well, and then hopefully we can silver key. Nope, guess not. Showroom could be good. Music room could be good. Pool hall could be good, but pool hall dilutes. So I think we're gonna do music room. I was hoping for the secret garden key. Cool. We'll do the hallway because we don't want to use all of our gems. Draft the dead end here. Okay. I don't know if we want the solarium though, because we want the common rooms to show up more. So we'll take this, and yeah, we'll take the one and take the gem for sure. Because it kind of my experience with the solarium is that it just kind of inverts the likelihood of common, standard, and rare and unusual. And so the drafting studio, I think I have it as a common room. So if we were to take the solarium there, then it would likely decrease the odds of us seeing the drafting room. Yes, cool. Ah, I am poor, it seems. To the bedroom. Get a few more steps at least. Again, I don't know if we want more green rooms. Let's just put the coat check here. Yeah, I don't have the battery pack. I've not reached the limit, but I am running out of rooms that could have it. It's kind of safer to draft that room first. But I think... No, okay, we will go to that one. There's dinner, which is not that far away. There's one apple, but we have triggered the experiment 3 times, which is pretty good. Shame. Not that it matters, because we don't have the... throne room. There's basically no point to draft the laboratory. The only reason not to draft the parlor is if we don't want to ramp up the difficulty of the puzzles, and there's basically no reason to draft the pool hall. So I think we'll go laboratory, because I don't want to increase the difficulty of the puzzles. Yes, I think the battery pack can spawn in here, so I was just kind of hoping that as well. We're going to go around and draft up from the pool. There aren't many places that would be better served with a silver key, so I think we'll do the silver key here. Wouldn't you know it? I was hoping for the vestibule, actually. I don't think there's any reasonable way that we could spend 29 steps in the remaining 6 rooms we have, or 5 rooms we have to draft. So I think we're just going to keep going, and then we'll stop by the kitchen on the way out. Kitchen and dining room. With the foyer, so this room cannot hurt us. Good enough. Again, it truly doesn't matter whether we get to room 46 today. I think I might have been able to re-roll that to something better, but... Sure. Can't hurt us. So we're going to do the greedy thing here. We have a conference room where we spread food as well. So we're going to take the study here. And then we're going to go get some food. And then we're going to go open the other antechamber door. And we're going to draft that room from the antechamber. And we're just going to re-roll with our gems a lot. Because we only need 3 more triggers. And then we're potentially in the clear for that. Not a guarantee. And we still need the freaking power hammer, which, unless we get very lucky, we're not going to get today. I'm just trying not to waste any steps, you know? I don't think I'm going to place any more red rooms, so we are going to buy the tomato soup. All the bananas. We do have the showroom, which is also good in this particular case. Let's just check. See what's in the inventory in case we missed it. No, cool. Wow. Talk about oblivious. One, two, three, four. Okay, so that would have been 5 successful triggers right out the gate there, but that would have been the limit. Again, barring getting lucky with a different room just having an apple. So we'll see. It's possible that the apples would have paid off. Secret garden. Oh, the secret garden's down. Is it? No, it is across. Okay. Truthfully, I just hate turning these levers. We did pull that one down already. Because you can't skip this cutscene. And obviously, the reason you can't skip it is so that you can see which direction you're pointing these things. But when all I need is to turn all the levers twice, it's just a little tiny bit aggravating that you can't skip it, because I know exactly what I need to do. The trigger for skipping takes a good like 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds before it fully skips, because they don't want you to accidentally skip anything. And so it's almost the trigger to skip it would be longer almost than waiting, but the point stands. That was about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds before it skipped. Anyway. Tiny gripes about this game. I've mentioned it on streams past for sure, but just the fact that it is a 15-second soundbite every time that you dig up. Oh wait, I'm so stupid. We didn't open that door. That's fine. I am an idiot. We've established this. So our record is lower. And we did not connect to the foundation to access that door. We don't have the key card. But we could theoretically, we'll go try it. We'll go see if we can go up from the foundation and go out that way. We have nothing else to do with our steps, so might as well. But I am absolutely an idiot. For many reasons, evidently. Where am I going? Down. We're gonna stop in the conference room. We'll eat the fruit for sure. Hi, buddy. Once again asking who feeds the dogs. Again, we don't have the key card, but I'm hoping that since we've turned off power and disabled security, we might be able to go, excuse me, up from the basement door here. Follow the elevator down and then draft out. It's a slim hope, for sure. Hey. You'd think that powering it off would just make it not work, but we are in luck. Ugh. Even though it literally cannot matter what I dig up, I'm still gonna dig it up. Okay. We just need one trigger. To equal the apples, I mean. Shame. That is some tough luck. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna waste stars. Just do the gift shop. Yeah. 400, which we'll see if I ever have. Okay. Let's go see what we can see in the tunnel, and then we'll call it a stream. Just a door, huh? Well, that's spicy. Okay. So 3. It could be as easy as just a single one. I doubt it will be. I bet it'll be 1, and then 2, and then 3. But minimum 2, likely 3, potentially more if they really want to screw us over. So, cool. Good stuff. Successful days. We opened the filing cabinet and read some stuff. So, cool. I hope you all have a good weekend. I don't plan to stream tomorrow. I might stream Blueprints again, so keep an eye out for that. Look, hit the notification bell if you really want to see what happens if I do. Which again, I don't think I will. I'm probably just going to sleep a lot. I'll stream again Monday. Not sure what I'm going to stream. There are a couple of games coming out and a couple of things that I'm interested in. But we'll have to see. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. As always, bye-bye!